scared of your own power. A transmission for the chosen ones who are ready to remember who they truly are. The power you've been taught to fear. To the one listening to this, you didn't stumble here. You called this transmission into your field, and now it answers. This is not just a message. This is a mirror, a reflection of what you've always known but were afraid to claim. A truth that vibrates beneath your skin every time you sense something before it happens. Every time your thoughts shape reality. Every time your presence shifts a room. You are powerful, and you know it. But somewhere along the way, you started questioning it. You started doubting if what you knew was real. You began attributing miracles to luck, magic to coincidence, manifestations to randomness. Why? Because the world taught you to fear your own power. Please like, subscribe, and comment below so we know you're here and connected to Source. Why we fear power. You were not born afraid of your light. You were conditioned to fear it. Why? Because a being who remembers their power cannot be controlled. And so, from childhood, you were trained not to trust your instincts, not to speak when you felt the truth, not to believe you could create what you desired, not to question the narratives that limited you. The world applauded your logic, but silenced your intuition. It rewarded your conformity, but rejected your inner knowing. And when your power showed up anyway, when you manifested something instantly or spoke truth that couldn't be explained, or felt something that turned out to be exactly right, you doubted it. You dismissed it. You told yourself that was just a coincidence. But Ancient One, there are no coincidences here. The subtle signs of your power. Let us remind you of what you may have forgotten. That moment you spoke something, and it happened. That time you thought of someone, and they called. That time your gut told you the truth, and it was right. That dream that became real. That feeling that protected you. That idea that created wealth, opportunity, or healing. You told yourself it was random. You told yourself you were imagining things. But deep down, a voice whispered, "This was you. You did this. You created this." And then the fear crept in. Because if you did this, what else could you do? If you truly hold this much power, then you are no longer a victim of circumstance. Then you are not small. Then your whole world can shift in an instant. And that kind of responsibility can feel terrifying. Power demands responsibility. This is why many fear their own light. Because true power does not come without responsibility. To awaken to your power is to realize you are no longer waiting for life to happen. You are no longer blaming others for your reality. You are no longer hiding behind excuses. You are a creator, a field of energy capable of commanding timelines, a soul who came to rewrite karmic patterns and rebuild worlds. But here's the paradox. You fear your power, but you also crave it. You're tired of feeling stuck, tired of playing small, tired of pretending you're not different. And so, this message arrives to whisper, it's time. No more hiding, no more shrinking, no more waiting for permission. You were not born to dim. You were born to ignite. The power you keep dismissing. Let's speak the truth plainly. You've already experienced your power. More than once. You've manifested in real time. You've received visions that became reality. You've shifted the atmosphere just by walking into a room. You've healed others with your voice, your presence, your hands. You've watched something impossible unfold because you felt it into existence. And then what did you do? You dismissed it. You told yourself, that's just luck. That's not something I can repeat. That's too weird to be real. Who am I to think I did that? But let us remind you, you did. That time when you prayed or visualized something and it arrived unexpectedly, had a knowing that saved you from danger or heartache, saw a dream unfold months later exactly as you remembered it. That was not random. That was not external. That was you, tapping into your creator field. You have been performing spiritual alchemy in real time. You've just been too afraid to claim it. Why? Because claiming your power means releasing the stories that once kept you safe. The stories you must let go of. To embrace your power is to let go of the story that you're unlucky, the story that you're broken, the story that you're not intuitive, the story that you're not special, the story that others are more gifted than you, the story that power is dangerous, prideful, or dark. None of these stories are yours. They were inherited from generations who feared what they didn't understand, from institutions that needed you to believe you were powerless, from timelines where your power was punished, so you buried it to survive. But that time is over now. You are safe to remember, and you are safe to own your brilliance. You are the catalyst, not the coincidence. Here is a truth to anchor into. You are not a witness to your life. You are the architect of it. Your thoughts, feelings, words, and energy weave reality in every moment. You are the signal. You are the summoner. You are the creator. And the more conscious you become of this, the faster reality bends to your frequency. This is why some manifestations come quickly and others feel delayed. When you fully believe something is yours, it shows up. When you doubt it, the field mirrors your uncertainty. It's not punishment, it's resonance. The universe doesn't give you what you desire. It gives you what you believe. And if you believe you are not powerful, you will keep creating situations that reinforce that illusion. But if you dare to believe, to know, to feel your power as truth, then you will start witnessing miracles with no delay. The energy you radiate is the magic. Your power is not in your effort. Your power is in your energy. The way you walk into a room, the way your aura moves before you speak, the way people are drawn to you without knowing why, the way synchronicities orbit you like planets around a sun. That's not just your personality. That's not just your vibe. That's your field. And the field never lies. It is more powerful than your words. It is more magnetic than your appearance. It is more sacred than any strategy or system. The field is the language of the cosmos, and you have always been fluent. The world is afraid of empowered souls. There's a reason the world taught you to fear your power. A truly empowered soul can't be controlled, won't stay silent, refuses to fit into dead systems, creates from alignment, not fear, awakens others just by existing in their truth, and systems built on hierarchy, shame, and scarcity. Fear those who remember. Because when you awaken to your divinity, you no longer play their game. You become the game changer. And the moment you stop waiting for permission, you start changing timelines. You disrupt the slumber of others. You activate dormant codes in those around you. You ripple light through the collective just by standing in your truth. This is why you've been met with resistance. Not because you're wrong, but because you're remembering. Supernatural, but not imagined. What you call weird, or coincidence, or supernatural is actually natural. It is the natural state of a soul, not bound by illusion. You are meant to know things before they happen, speak things into existence, heal with your voice and hands, receive messages from your higher self and ancestors, collapse timelines with intention, access realms beyond the veil. None of this is fantasy. It is simply a higher form of reality. You don't need to earn these gifts. You already have them. You only need to stop fearing them. How you block your power without realizing. Let's name some common ways you unknowingly suppress your own power. Doubt. Did I really do that? Deflection. That was just luck. Comparison. They're more gifted than me. Downplaying. It's not that deep. Overthinking. What if I'm wrong? Waiting for proof. I'll believe it when I see it. Hiding your gifts. What if people think I'm crazy? Delaying action. Maybe later. Not yet. I'm not ready. These are not flaws. They are fear in disguise. Fear that if you shine too brightly, you'll be attacked. Fear that if you own your power, you'll be judged. Fear that if you succeed, you'll lose people. Fear that if you speak your truth, you'll be abandoned. But chosen one, that version of you, the one who hides, is not your destiny. It is your old programming. You were not born to dim. You were born to disrupt the darkness with integration of light. You are here to create, not just survive. You were not sent here to get by. You were sent here to rebuild the grid, to activate codes, to realign timelines, to awaken others simply by existing in your full power. You didn't come to play small. You didn't come to mimic others. You came to co-create reality through your frequency. You are a multi-dimensional being, part starseed, part ancestor, part alchemist, part oracle, entirely unstoppable when you believe in your own light. Your imagination is sacred. Your emotion is energy in motion. Your intuition is your map. Your voice is a wand. Don't use these gifts sparingly. Don't apologize for being powerful. The collective depends on those who remember. How to step fully into your power. If you are ready to stop fearing your power, here are sacred practices to help you anchor into it. Acknowledge it. Admit what you already know. Stop downplaying. Track the evidence. Keep a journal of every coincidence, intuition, or manifestation. Command your field. Speak aloud. I allow my power to rise now. I trust it. I embody it. I am not afraid of my light or shadow. Practice conscious creation. Visualize, speak, feel, act, release guilt. You're not bad for having gifts. You're here to use them. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Each one is a spark of proof. Surround yourself with power. Be around those who reflect your expansion, not your fear. Final remembrance. You were never afraid of failure. You were afraid of your success. You were never scared of darkness. You were scared of just how bright your light really is. Because once you know your power, you can't go back to pretending you're small. So here you are, standing at the edge of remembrance. You've seen what you can do. You've felt the shift in the atmosphere when you believe. You've seen how fast life bends when you trust. And now the question remains, will you keep pretending you don't know who you are? Or will you rise fully, finally, unapologetically into your truth? Because the world doesn't need another humbled whisper. It needs your roar. It needs your magic. It needs your power, unfiltered and unafraid. You are not broken. You are not average. You are not lost. You are a living portal of divine force, and it's time to stop being afraid of it. Please be sure to comment below, like and subscribe to stay aligned and connected to Source.